Well, good morning. Good to welcome everybody today. We have a number of guests today, so we want to get started, and I know that there's still some others coming, but so we want to start today with actually an announcement from our two safety service divisions. Chief Martin is here along with Assistant Chief Dave McDermott and some of their colleagues to talk about a competition that's going to be taking place. Chief?
Good morning. Cystic fibrosis is a devastating disease that is caused by an inherited defective gene which damages both the lungs and the digestive system. And as recently as 1960, the median age of survival for children born with CF was only 6 months. Today, that time has been expanded to 37.4 years, which still, though, although it is much better, is not good enough. So for the past 3 decades, the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation has been laser focused on finding better treatments for a cure for cystic fibrosis. And in one of the ways that they raise money for that cause is their annual Battle of the Badges Stair Climb Challenge, which this year will be held on Saturday, March 3rd, and the event will take place at the Road State Office Tower in Columbus, Ohio. The event involves police officers and firefighters racing up 40 flights of stairs. This can be done as a solo or individual event, or it can be done in 2- and 4-person relay teams. Now, the police officers wear a weighted vest that roughly equals the weight of their duty belts and the other gear that they carry on a daily basis. While the firefighters, they have to race up the stairs in full turnout gear. This year, the Lima Police Department and the Lima Fire Department will each have a 4-person relay team competing in the event. And when you consider the difference in the weight between the vest that the officers wear and the full weight of the turnout gear that the firefighters have to wear, it really would not be fair for the 2 teams to compete based on time. But that is why then the 2 teams will instead be competing to see which one can raise the most money for the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation. Now, in just a few minutes here, I'm going to introduce the team captains for the respective teams, and they will then be able to introduce their teams as well as give you information on how you can donate in the name of the team of your choice, which I'm sure most people will see that as the Lima Police Department. But also, I imagine that at that point, too, there'll probably be a little bit of trash talking beginning. But I'll leave that up to the team captains. But prior to that, Chief McDermott, do you have anything you'd like to add?
Yeah, I'd like to add a couple things. Thank you, Chief. Both the Lima Fire Department and the Lima Police Department are blessed to have members willing to step forward and accept this very difficult challenge. The Cystic Fibrosis Foundation's Battle of the Badges raises funding and awareness for a very important cause. We wish the best of luck to both teams that are representing the City of Lima Safety Services Department. Good luck, guys. If you'd like to step forward now, team.
At this point in time, yes, if the team captain for the Lima Police Department is Officer Jesse Harrod, and this is Jesse's 2nd year of competing in this event. And the new to the event this year is the Lima Fire Department's team captain, firefighter Matt Parker. So again, if you will come forward at this time, the rest of the LPD team that's here needs to be coming up. If you will go ahead and introduce your teams and also give information on how people can donate.
Hello, I am Jesse Harrod. I'm with the police department. Like Chief said, this is my 2nd year doing the competition. My team members this year are Officer Nate Garlock, Officer Aaron Montgomery, and Officer Aaron Rohde, who is not present today. To donate, you can donate individually to either any of us, and we can forward the money on to the appropriate person, or you can actually get online to their webpage, Battle of the Badges webpage, and you can actually donate into one of our names, and it'll show up on the screen then under your name. Thank you.
So that's www.battleofthebadges.
I'm not exactly sure what the exact webpage. The way I find it is I just Google it. I Google the Battle of the Badge competition in Columbus, and that's the way I come up with it.
All right.
So. Like
Chief said. My name is Matt Parker, firefighter. This is our first year. We've become very big into competitiveness between the fire department and police department, several different competitions. We see this as a very viable thing to raise money for. On the team is Doug Beck, firefighter Chris Locke, and firefighter Rich Dubler. That's all I have to.
All right. Anybody else have any comments about this? Do we know, do we have any city employees whose family have cystic fibrosis?
Actually, I am a carrier of the disease. The way the disease works is 1 out of every 4 people who, both your parents have to have it. So myself and my wife would both have to be carriers, and then we'd still have a 1 in 4 shot of passing it on to our children and then being afflicted with the disease. I'm a carrier. My wife is not, so thankfully my children don't have the disease. I have, however, passed on the disease to 2 of my 3 children. So when they get older, it's going to have to be something. It's going to be a discussion that we're going to have. They're going to have to be extra careful whenever they decide to have children of their own. They're going to have to be tested along with their wife to make sure that they don't pass the disease on. And if they do, they just need to be aware of the risk. I didn't even know until I had my first son. We got a call from the doctor saying you need to go nationwide. Down in Columbus, so he had some abnormalities in his blood work. They believed it could have been cystic fibrosis. It was a very scary couple of weeks. It was hard not knowing. Once we got down there, they explained everything to us, and luckily the test came back negative. At that point, I got myself tested and found out that I was the carrier and that my son's mom wasn't. So even though we're not directly affected with it, we don't have anybody that has the disease themselves. It is still something that we are very much aware of, and I'm very happy to be part of something like this so we can help raise money awareness for anybody who is affected by the disease.
Great. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. Gentlemen, good luck. As you look forward
I just
to it.
hope that donuts aren't at the top. It'll be a severe disadvantage that way.
If you guys want to come look at the softball trophy we have, to meet you guys at we have it over in display.
That we didn't play last year.
All right. Well, thank you all. Look forward to some videos at the end or something. Thank you. Donuts at the top. That's a great line. Majors, right? Also today, we have representatives here from the Lima Public Library, Steve Mosier, to talk about an event they have coming up. Come up, Steve. Good morning.
Good morning. On Saturday, February 18th, the Lima Public Library will be hosting our Prom Spectacular program. We are in the 5th year of offering this program, and we've grown our attendance to, last year we actually had almost 150 people at the program, which for a teen program is really impressive. The Prom Spectacular is set up. We have a variety of local businesses that come to offer the teens information on what they need for prom, as well as how they can save some money in the process. So it's kind of a one-stop shop where they can come, get all the information about prom that they need, and take care of everything all at once. We do, as part of the program, offer a fashion show. And the fashion show, I'm really excited about. We have a great selection of dresses coming from the Deb shop in the Lima Mall. And we've got a variety of tuxedos from Men's Warehouse. And Ohio State Beauty Academy is coming to do all of the models' hairstyles. So it should be a really exciting chance for some of our area teens to actually get a shot at modeling in a runway show. And so we're hoping to have an even better turnout this year, although 150 is pretty impressive to begin with. And that'll be Saturday, February 18th at 1 o'clock in the library's auditorium. Thank you.
Thank you. For I think close to 20 years, the city has had a very special mascot that has been particularly representing us to children, but also to the broader community. And there's going to be a special presentation of that mascot at the Allen County Museum that's coming up. We want to have Jess McFerrin come forward and talk to us about that presentation. Good morning.
Good morning. Hold the flag.
Sure.
Hello. On February 16th from 5 to 7, the City of Lima, the Department of Community Development, will be donating the old beanie costume to the museum. During the event, you'll also see the first appearance of the new beanie costume. The City of Lima Department of Community Development will also be honoring Jerry Lewis for his community contributions, as well as Chris Rodabaugh for her original idea of beanie. There will be activities for the first 75 children in attendance, as well as refreshments for everybody that does decide to come. At the end of the event, the children will also receive a bag of goodies full of activities and stuff like that. So, with that being said, we would like to invite all of you guys, and hopefully we'll see you there.
Very good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Beanie has been, of course, part of an outreach to children to talk about being a good neighbor, but also the Lima Allen County Neighborhoods in Partnership created an entire range of products that were beanieware type products that were helpful in trying to raise money for neighborhood activities. So it's been a very successful effort, and without the support, as Jess mentioned, of Jerry Lewis, who's the franchise owner for McDonald's, this really wouldn't have gotten off the ground. And so it's a great community effort that I think has benefited everybody. So we hope folks will be able to take the time and attend this special event on the 16th, which would be a week from Thursday. Right, okay, very good. Doug Durliat is here as well from Rhodes to talk about the manufacturing pathways and an update.
Thank you, Mayor. Good morning. Just like to promote an upcoming basic manufacturing pathway class paid for by a community development block grant that the City of Lima had awarded to Rhodes State College. And what it does is it pays for instructor and material costs for a series of classes that we have. They're available at no cost, and the next one is going to begin on March 5th. This is an accelerated class where you take it for 8 days, 5 hours per day, so you'll finish up on March 21st. And the students who go through this class will learn some basic manufacturing terminology, understand general manufacturing processes, a lot of math, resume writing, access to FAFSA, so if they want to pursue additional education beyond this 40-hour class, they may do that. And those who pass the class will get job referrals, information about local job openings, and a number of other job-related enhancement type of opportunities available in the region. An example, the ones that are taking the class right now at the Bradfield Center and the ones that took the class at Rhodes State College earlier this month, they were given information on a free service for Rhodes State College students and by proxy the basic pathway students, where they will actually set up an appointment with an HR person from a local company and do a mock interview. They are going to be required to submit an actual interview which will be critiqued. They set up an appointment and actually go through an actual job interview and get critiqued on that, which could be very valuable if and when they get called for a job interview in the future. I've talked to a number of people who have had the experience of having the credentials, they've had the technical training, but they just bombed out in the interview. And if you can get a professional telling you what you can do better so that when you're actually in a real interview, you can address that problem and correct it and then possibly make the difference between being hired and not hired in the future. But that's an example. There's also things like networking nights and job fairs and things along that line that they'll receive information on. But again, that's at no cost thanks to the Community Development Block Grant provided through the city. Begins on Monday, March 5th, and it'll run until Wednesday, the 21st. Something else that I'd like to promote in the manufacturing sector, this is not available at no cost, but there are financial aid opportunities available. But what continues to be a very in-demand occupation in manufacturing is CNC, that's computer numerical control. A number of companies have them, and a number of companies have said they need people to operate these machines. It takes a higher level of skill. You have to understand how to interface with a computerized manufacturing machine, so you use your brain more than your muscles. And Rhodes State College and Apollo Career Center will have courses in this type of training available starting in March. Apollo's will begin on the 14th of March. Rhodes will begin at the start of spring quarter, which will be the week of March 26th. And this will be quick turnaround time for CNC training. It would get you entry-level skills to get your foot in the door with the company. And then the companies would say if they've got enough skills for the entry-level CNC positions, they'll work with them and train them for higher skilled jobs, which would mean more job security and better pay. But for more information on that, they can contact the consortium. My number is 419-995-8353. There are flyers which give that information in the back of the room. But you would need to qualify through a placement test. You take a test to determine if you have the minimum math and reading skills to take these classes, and you need to get that taken care of ahead of time before you enroll in the classes. And especially with the Apollo class, time's running out. We have about a month to get enrolled in that, a little more than a month for the classes at Rhodes State College. But you know, just to reiterate Mayor Berger's auto task force a few weeks ago, I think there were 11 manufacturers there, and every one of them said they had significant hiring projections in the next 6 to 18 months, and some more than others. But I think that's just a snapshot of what the overall economy is. As I travel around adjacent counties such as Hardin, Auglaize, Putnam, Mercer counties, they're all saying they need some people with skills to operate these machines that they need to function. So this is an opportunity for a lot of people, and if you're seriously looking at manufacturing employment opportunities, at least take a look at these and see if that's the route you'd like to go. Okay.
Phone number.
It's 419-995-8353. That's my direct office number. Okay.
The all